This is your local and regional news update for the afternoon. Gary B. An Arkansas man accused of killing a sheriff's deputy and two other people was ordered jail without bond Monday after entering a not guilty plea on 3 charges of capital murder. James Arthur Bowden is accused in last week's killing of Yell County Sheriff's Deputy Lieutenant Kevin Mainhart and 61-year-old Rita Miller and 17-year-old Sierra Miller. Family members have said the Millers were relatives of Bowden's girlfriend. At a brief arraignment Monday, a judge issued a gag order that bars prosecutors, defense attorneys, and police from speaking publicly about the case. Bowden is next due in court in July. According to the arrest affidavit, authorities accuse Bowden of shooting Mainhart during a traffic stop, then killing Rita Miller and Sierra Miller at a nearby home. Dateline Little Rock, where police say 2 women have been found dead inside a sport utility vehicle at a mobile home park in southwest Little Rock. Lieutenant Dana Jackson told reporters that officers called to the scene shortly after 8 a.m. Monday found the women in a SUV parked near a mobile home that was supposed to be vacant. Jackson said an employee of the mobile home park called police and reported seeing a woman covered in blood inside the vehicle. Jackson said he could not say how long the SUV had been parked near the home. The names of the women and how they're believed to have died has not been released. An arrest warrant was issued for a Cave City man on felony theft charges. He was charged in Independence County Circuit Court. The court records say 45-year-old Matthew Clarence Polston was caught shoplifting at the Walmart Supercenter in Batesville on May 6th. The court documents say he shopped for an hour, loaded a basket with just over $1,100 in merchandise, and then went out the door without paying. He was stopped by a Walmart loss prevention officer who had Polston under surveillance and handed over to the police. Polston's bail has been set at $5,000. The court information went on to say that Polston will be tried under the Habitual Offender Act since he has previously been convicted of 4 or more felonies. Now to the Associated Press investigative unit, where an AP investigation finds that elementary and secondary schools in the U.S. often fail to protect students from sexual assaults by peers, and schools struggle to monitor sexually aggressive students. One reason is that assailants are nearly impossible to predict. There's no typical attacker. Even unrepentant offenders don't forfeit their right to an education. Back in class, privacy laws can mean teachers and peers do not know their past. The good news is that therapy can speed recovery. And speaking of high speed, there was a high-speed chase late Friday night and into early Saturday morning in Independence County, ending in the vehicle hitting a stop strip and coming to a halt in a fence after going off the roadway and through a resident's yard. Several officers were involved, including Sheriff Sean Stevens, who alerted the officers he was in pursuit of a gray Honda CR-V that did not have a license plate. The chase went toward the southern part of the county from Salado, Rosie, and Maple Springs onto Blackland Road, then onto Union Hill Road, reaching into Jackson and White counties, and finally ending at Old Highway 167 at the Jackson County 197 intersection. There were 2 in the pursued vehicle who fled on foot a short distance before they were apprehended and taken into custody. Sheriff Stevens said the detainees were 22-year-old Brandon L. Combs of Bradford and 35-year-old Alicia Gale Dunn of Philadelphia, Mississippi. While at the jail, Dunn admitted to having a glass drug smoking pipe hidden in her private area, which she gave to authorities. Charges the 2 could face are possessing a prohibited article in jail, fleeing, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, possession of drug paraphernalia, and since the car was reported stolen, the 2 could be charged with theft by receiving. They also could be charged with aggravated assault, reckless driving, and several traffic violations. Both were in jail facing processing into their cells. And that brings you right up to date. Gary B.,